What's up, everybody? This your boy Straight Man Slaughter. We're here today to critique Season 3 of Tekken 8. Man, oh man. It's been a disappointment so far, but we're gonna try to see what we could do to critique it. You're gonna see different things. I'm gonna show different things, and I got my dude here, Gio. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up?
All right, man. I'm gonna play this video for them, and I'm gonna play it for you. And we're gonna see some things in the video. We're gonna, give our opinions on it, and I'm gonna show different things. So let's get it cracking.
What the hell did you just say?
It has begun!
I can't be too
TEKKEN 8優勝は2位選手となりました Looks like we might have a brand new champion, and it's gonna be Newman to close it out. Next out!
Make some noise. We are about to get started with Tekken 8.
Season 3, new character.
Same thing with in Tekken 6. I think Lars was in Tekken 6. Lars.
Mm-hmm.
So between Lars and Bob, those characters were like super powerful. But
Okay.
when Tekken 7 came out, they kind of like toned him down a little bit.
So it seems like in between seasons, games and seasons, they did a little toning, nerfs and buffs. That's what they call it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nerfs. Yeah, they
Okay.
they they nerfed them. They nerfed both of them, Lars and Bob, in 7. Like they kind of, they weren't as strong as they were on 6,
Hmm.
on Tekken 6. So that's how they did that.
Okay, so
But
let me go along the lining of questions for you because I got some interesting questions here. I also have some things that you might not know. Let's talk about so we talked about the characters real just briefly. You didn't give an input on Roger Jr. I'm gonna let you do that. Go ahead, give me your input on Roger Jr. being in Tekken 8
well, as far as Roger Jr., I'm a little disappointed.
now.
Well, not a lot disappointed because I mean, to bring back Roger Jr., I mean, the last time I seen him was like in Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Exactly.
You know. And, after that, I never seen him again. But, when he was in like Tekken 6, he was just annoying to fight against.
Oh yeah.
People would spam certain moves and
Hmm.
he was just annoying.
From what I
He was,
remember about Roger Jr., he had that it's like a counter hit where he hit you a whole bunch of times and then he wind up his fist and hit you and you couldn't do nothing
yeah,
about it because when he hits you a couple of times, it stuns you.
yeah,
So I thought
yeah,
that was a very this is in my opinion. I thought that was a very unbalanced move.
yeah.
It was very unfair. I mean, it was on counter here, true that, but I mean, most of the time well, not most of the time, but there's a lot of times that you're attacking, and there's in Tekken there from what I've seen, you could disagree or agree. There's some moves that like are so annoying when you try to attack somebody, like this thing with Azucena, where she goes into that little stance or whatever, and you can't hit her. You can't grab her because she does like a little dodge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, she'll do like a sway move and get out of it.
Right. And then you
You
got
know.
the everlasting and ever most headache of the Flash from Yoshimitsu. I hate that move.
Oh yeah, that's anytime you try to do anything that's plus on block,
Hmm.
if the Yoshi player is aware that it's plus, right away, instead of you getting that extra hit when you do something plus,
Hmm.
they do the flash and you get hit in between moves
Hmm.
and you get hit when it's plus on block for the other person.
I tell you
You
one
know.
thing. In my opinion, I know we off subject, but we'll go back to the subject. But I tell you one thing. If it wasn't for that Flash move, I don't think Yoshimitsu has a lot of moves already. Like you said before, he's got over 100 moves. If you look at his command
Oh
list,
yeah. He has probably like 120 or more. He has the most moves in the game.
and then you give him that
Like
Flash.
yeah, he has more moves than everyone. He has the highest amount of moves on his command list.
Is he considered a top tier character?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
He like in Tekken 8, Yoshimitsu is the strongest Yoshimitsu I've ever seen in the history of this game.
Wow.
Like he has got to be in the top 10 because there's a lot of people that use Yoshimitsu, and every single person that uses them,
Hmm.
they have a different style.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different style with Yoshimitsu. There's people that play cheap with them. There's people that play strategic.
Hmm.
There's people that spam certain moves because
Hmm.
he has a lot of advantages. And he also has a lot of unblockable moves. And if you're not paying attention,
Hmm.
you can easily get caught with stuff, especially if you're in the corner.
Right.
If you're next to a wall, whether you're standing, crouching, or laying on the ground, you can get hit with everything from a Yoshimitsu. And his sword has so much reach.
Mm-hmm.
It's just insane.
And
You
then
know, they need to tone him down
yes,
too.
yes, during these nerfs and buffs, they need to tone him down. Whose idea was it to get this character unblockable low?
I'm not sure. I mean,
That was just like a big mistake because that sweep with that sword is just it's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, don't get me
But
wrong, it's not that
I mean,
fast, but
I
still.
mean that unblockable sweep. It has pros and cons.
Right.
The pros are that it's unblockable,
Mm-hmm.
but if you take a step back, it doesn't have a lot of range on it.
Ah,
So
okay.
if you think that person is going to do that move, you could either hop kick or try to like backdash or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're by the wall, there's not much you can do. I
Yeah.
mean, you could probably maybe if you see it, maybe hop kick them
Yeah.
or something like that, or do like an orbital move like Brian or uh,
Yes.
Shaheen, or there's a few
Yeah.
few characters that have the orbitals
Yeah.
or
You can
whatever.
also
But
you can also probably do that hopping knee that King
yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could do it like a hop kick, hop knee.
Hmm.
You
Jen
know,
does one. But you have to see what do you call that? Your timing and your you call it something. You have to be on point with the way you respond. You have to be
yeah, yeah. You
quick.
gotta do like
Your
a hard
response,
read.
yeah, your
Yeah,
response has to be very quick for that to happen.
yeah.
On that,
Because Yoshimitsu, he's very unpredictable.
show is.
Like, 1 minute he can be right next to you, and the next minute he's all the way across the screen.
Right.
Like he's hopping around, he's flying around. You
Teleporting.
know, he's teleporting, he's flipping around. I mean, he'll get in front of you, and just when you think he's gonna do something, he'll turn around and stab himself, and you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll stab himself and stab you at the same time, and the round is over.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
I really think that I agree with you. I think that character really, really need a nerf somehow, some way.
oh man, he's just it's too much. I mean, no matter what character you're using against him, he always finds a way to break the defense, and he's got some good grabs too. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Okay. So overall, so we can move from the new characters out of all three, are you anticipating or are you disappointed in any of them or one, or how do you feel about that overall?
about the season 3 characters,
Yes.
I mean, I'm disappointed with Kunimitsu and Roger. I mean, Bob, I'm
On the
I'm
fence.
curious I'm curious to see what type of style he has, because most of these characters now have a stance or a transition or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving a lot of characters, stances or whatever.
Yeah. And
So I'm just
swords.
wondering, like, what kind of stance are they going to give Bob? A cheeseburger stance or something? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but,
And it's either stances or it's swords, because it's like three characters now that have swords. You got Yoshimitsu, you got what's his Clive, and
yeah,
Victor.
and Victor, yeah.
What? Why is swords in Tekken? I don't know, but I mean, is this Soul Calibur or is this Tekken? What?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that makes me mad about this game, is because, over the years, especially when Tekken 7 came out, they had put Akuma in there from Street Fighter.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
they went from 3D characters to 2D characters.
Yeah, they had, Akuma in there, they had Geese Howard, they both shot fireballs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, if you're using a character, like a bigger character like Gigas or something like that, that's really slow, that he can barely sidestep anything or backdash or anything. Like he's just a wide character, and his hitbox is probably the biggest hitbox there is. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
him standing there, his arms would take up a lot of room.
Mm-hmm.
Even his limbs, his arms.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody was spamming fireballs with Akuma, he
Mm-hmm.
could literally kill you from the other side of the screen, and you can't really do much about it.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
And the thing that made me mad about that was most people had safe homing moves except for Gigas.
Man, they really just did not give him nothing to work with all like that, did they?
No, no, he was. It was like it felt like he was incomplete. Like they could have gave him a couple of mix ups or something. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was hard to use that character.
I think they just threw
Unle-
him in there. If you want me to be honest,
Yeah,
even the story about him, his daughter, and all that. I mean, it seemed like they just threw that together.
yeah, it just seemed random because something about he had a story with Katarina, I think
Yeah,
it was,
yeah. That's supposed to be
or
his daughter, right?
whatever. I don't know if it was his daughter or whatever, but they both never came back to the game. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I mean, after a while, when they finally finished with all the seasons and all the updates and everything and
Mm-hmm.
patch notes, Gigas at the end was pretty strong. He
Yeah.
was a good character at the very end, but it took 4 seasons for him to actually get something that would benefit him.
Speaking of that,
You
man,
know,
just to let you know, I mean, I don't know if you really care or not, but so according to my research, season 3 is supposed to last from February of 2026 to winter of 2027. That's a long time, bro.
is that what they said?
That's what they said.
I thought that it was just going to be for 1 year.
No, that's what they said. Now I don't know if that's you know completely accurate, but that's what they said. Maybe it's going to be something different later on, just till the winter of this year. But this is what
Yeah.
was exactly. I'm quoting what was exactly read. Maybe they misquoted it. I don't know. Maybe it's 2000. Maybe it's winter of 2026. I'm not sure, but the way it was written was 2027. But that
Uh,
would be that in essence would be season 4.
right.
Right. All right, so let's talk about this is what I wanted to talk to you about because I know you've been grinding for a long time to get to where you are with the God of Destruction. How do you feel about season 3 incorporating the rank reset? So how that's going to work is just to let you know how it's going to work is whatever rank that you are, you're going to go down 4 ranks. So if you're a God of
Oh, man.
Destruction, you're going down to Tekken King.
Tekken King, yeah. Oh man.
Give me your complete input. You got the mic, so just fire it up. Just go ahead and
Yeah.
tell me what you think about
I mean, honestly, I think most people that play rank,
it. Hmm.
including myself, it's frustrating because especially if you just got to a certain rank and it took you a long time to hustle and learn the matchups and things like that. It's frustrating to just get there and then all of a sudden they do a patch or a new season or whatever,
Hmm.
and they add a couple of things and they say, oh, by the way, you're gonna go down 4 ranks.
Hmm.
And then when everybody gets back on rank, most people are gonna be around Tekken King or something like that, unless you have like a God of Destruction 1, 2, or 3, or
Right, right, right.
however many of those there is.
Hmm.
I mean, once you get back online,
Hmm.
it's almost impossible to rank up anymore. Because everybody is just they're going at it like if the game first came out.
Right,
So there's a lot more stiffer competition, and then
right.
you got to worry about some of the players on PC. they're cheating already.
Oh man,
You
it's the
know,
cheating is unbelievable.
with the scripts and everything. They're doing the auto block and the auto ducking, and you could kind of tell that people are cheating.
The grab breaks.
Yeah, the
Um,
grab breaks. I mean, you literally can't do anything to them, and they can just skate on by and get the win and take your rank from you.
I know for a fact that I was watching one of Anakin's videos, and he was playing somebody that was Dragunov, and he couldn't really do anything because when the guy was whoever he was playing against was playing Dragunov, he was reversing like a motherfucker. And
Yeah.
just to let you know, but a lot of people don't know. They took the chicken out of the game.
Yep.
So it's just like when in Tekken before, you used to do a reverse. I'm sorry, if you used to do a parry or whatever, somebody could actually get out of that parry, and they called it a chicken.
Yep.
For some strange and dumb reason, they took it out of the game. Why the hell would you take it? Makes the gameplay faster. It gives you more of a chance to get out of things. Why would you
Yeah.
take that general mechanic out the damn game?
Yeah. I think they should have left that in there, especially with these characters like Leroy
Yeah,
and there's a few other ones that it's like they intentionally throw certain moves at you that are not safe because
right.
they know that you're gonna jab punish right after,
Right.
so they'll throw a move out on purpose because
Yeah.
they know that as soon as you jab, they do the reversal and they take 30-40 damage off of you.
Now,
It's like there should be a chicken in there so you can counter the counter.
and see, that's my thing. There's a lot of people that don't even think about this game that I'm about to name, but I liked the game because it was good mechanics to it. I'm talking about Dead or Alive. Everybody had a reversal. So with that being said, but the thing is the reversals went into a different mechanic because it didn't just go from back and the two punch. I'm sorry, and the two buttons. It went from up back and down back. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody threw a low, you had to do a down back. If somebody threw a high, you had to do an up back. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the mechanics, it wasn't simple anymore. It went into uh like a complicated process. Somebody throw a high, you gotta do up back. Somebody throw a low, you gotta be down back. Tekken never had anything like that. They only had two mechanics, and the mechanic was you had the reversals. So it was like for everything, you know. But then they turned it into like some characters it'll be this reversal for a kick or this one for just a punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some characters got a reversal for both, right?
Oh yeah. Some have for both. Some of them have reversals for knees and elbows.
Right, right,
And it's like, wait a minute, like
right.
I could understand the limbs, like the punches and the kicks, but
Elbows
when
and
I used to
knees.
Tekken 7,
Mm,
it was I can't remember. I think it was Geese Howard and Fakuramer. I think those two like had like Geese would like be able to reverse an elbow or something,
yeah,
or a knee or something like that. And it's like, how the hell is he the only character that's allowed to do that? But at the same time, he's overpowered as it is.
right. And
You gave
don't
him all these tools.
don't let him build up his meter, and you're done. Once you slip up, that those 2D characters will murder you. Like they will go into a whole 22, 23 hit combo on you just off of that meter.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
just off of the
They'll keep
meter.
you in the air. They'll keep you in the air and they'll get you to the wall no matter where you're at on the map.
Then
It's
catering to what
crazy.
we're talking about, there was one more mechanic that I didn't mention. That's the low parry. That comes from like sweeps and they call them dick jabs, um,
Yeah.
and things like that. So it's good that they have those reversals. But the fact that you can chicken out of them would tighten up the gameplay as far as your defense. It'll be one more notch toward defense.
Yeah, it would help with the defense.
Right.
Especially, I don't understand why they would take that mechanic out of the game, knowing that they designed Tekken 8 to be more aggressive.
Right.
Okay,
Good point. Good point. Good point.
like okay, if you're gonna make it more aggressive, give them the chicken at least.
Give them all the
You know,
defensive tools that they need. I mean,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, Power Crush is great, but Power Crush don't do shit against throws and lows.
exactly. And sometimes I'll be using Shaheen, and I because his power crush is a high.
Right.
So you can duck that all day.
Right.
Duck and punish if you know that it's coming. And at the same time, I've fought a lot of Steve players
Mm-hmm.
where they'll be in the middle of like a 4 or 5 hit punch combo. I'll do the power crush, and whatever punch combination transitions into like a weave or
Yeah.
a sway,
Yeah.
they would literally
Ducking it.
as it's in the middle of power crushing them for me to get my turn and hit them.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the punch combination and it goes into like a weave or something and it'll go under it and they just pretty much get out of the power crush.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's good for aggression, but it has a con to it. If you have a character like Steve, or if they know it's coming, they can go right up under.
Yeah, they can go right up under it and or evade it
Yeah.
in the middle of the move.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
as it's connecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's power crushing through about 2 or 3 punches, and all of a sudden he goes into like a weave or a sway, and he gets out of it and he takes the turn back.
Right.
And it's like my power crush is supposed to knock him on the ground.
Right.
But instead of knocking him on the ground, he's getting his turn back in the middle of the move.
Right. So it's crazy how
It's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. So I want to give you some more information that I found out. So doing further research, they're going in season 3. They're going to be giving you more points than what they usually did for a rematch. So what they're trying to do is incentivize, not doing a one
Rematches.
and done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're giving you like I like that though. They
Yeah.
should have been doing that
I think so too. I
because
mean,
yeah, if you guys are having good matches, you're going back and forth. I win one, you win one. I win one, you win one. And if we want to play each other, it should be allowed to just okay. We're gonna play, and if you win 2 or 3 in a row, those points should be stacking up even higher.
mm-hmm.
You know, you should get rewarded for winning more matches.
Right.
If you have a streak or whatever, like let's say you run into some guy and you beat him twice, and automatically it gets out of there, and then you run into somebody else. It'll show the streak on the bottom. If you have a more than 2 or 3 or 4 streak, you should be getting even more points uh, for the next match when you
Mm-hmm.
win.
Mm-hmm.
They should have been doing that.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just give you some more information. Another thing that I have discovered is whatever character that you use with the highest rank. Okay, like let's just say you use whatever character and you got the highest rank. When you switch your characters to another one, they will not match you up with too high of a rank of a character. I do believe that that is a form of, I don't know, referring to what do you think? I think that's referring to like toning the rank system a little bit. You know what I mean? So when you switch your character, like let's just say that your Shaheem is got a destruction, and then you
Yeah.
switch to a Paul, and he's like a
Yeah.
Tekken King. They won't match you up because they used to match you up with higher ranks because of the rank that the main your main was. they're not going to do that in this season. What do you think about that?
So what are you saying, that if you have a God of Destruction and you want to start playing with Paul, is going to be a first Dan?
No. It's whatever rank that Paul is. They won't rank. They won't match you up with too high of a rank, like the rank that you are with your main character. They used to do that, from what my research said.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be a little more balanced then.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
give you kind of a chance or whatever.
yeah,
Well, I think that's cool.
yeah.
I remember playing. I think it was Tekken 5 or Tekken 6.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was 6 because it was online. And let's say that your main character was Bob or something, and you got Destroyer. If you wanted to play another character, you had to start from the very beginning with that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would, if you were Destroyer with Bob, you'd have to start at first Dan with Bruce or somebody like that.
Right.
Like they will make you start from the ground up,
Yeah.
but you were able to set the rank in the how you can pick the rank and the quality of the match or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You could set it to where you only want to play people of the same rank, or you could do +or -1, +or -2 or
Yeah.
3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it would be easier to rank up like that, because if you were that good, you'd be like, okay, well, I want to fight a rank that's the same exact rank as me, so you can rank up quicker.
Right. Right. Right.
Especially,
Right. Right.
especially if you know all the matchups and you got good defense, whatever. It'd be easier. I wonder if they're gonna do that this time around over
Supposedly,
here.
yeah. I think supposedly they're going to be, you know, I know that you can set it higher in already, to where you want your rank to go. You want to open it up to, you can fight God of Destructions if you want, this and that and the third. I know it because I've done it too, and I've won some, like because I've beaten Tekken Gods, I've beaten Tekken Emperors. I almost beat this guy that was a God of Destruction. He was a Kazuya. He just turned up the voltage on me. But I know that you could do that in ranked. When it's especially when it's searching for characters. When it's searching for characters, it has this thing where it'll if you put it to no restrictions, it'll go high as it can.
You can, yeah, no restrictions. You can fight any rank at any time.
Right, right, right. But
Yeah,
I do believe what you said. It's smarter to just go up slower. Rank
yeah. It's
restrictions.
better. Like it's better to take your time because I'm telling you, you could be having a good day where you win like 5 to 10 matches in a row
Mm,
as you're ranking up,
mm.
and out of nowhere somebody will come and just beat you all 3 rounds in a row, and it's like, whoa,
Right,
where'd that come from?
right, right. And
you
then
know,
and then you got the sandbagging and stuff like that. Well, we'll get to that
yeah.
later. So I
Yeah.
got another question for you. I just got a couple more. So they're supposed to be implementing a refined balance. Okay. Um, start. I do believe the balance starts on March 17th. So, in your opinion, just briefly, what do you think that they need to do to create a balance between, it's going to be hard to do because everybody does something different in their move set. What do you think that they need to do to balance this game, in your opinion?
I mean, in my opinion, a big thing that changed the game of Tekken,
Mm,
okay, because you know, I've played all of them, even from the first one all the way to now. I've played every single Tekken they ever made,
mm,
and it's evolved a lot. And balancing Tekken 8 is going to be hard because you got so much going on. You got everyone. Most people have a stance now. You got people that have parries and and you know, reversals and things like that, and then you have the heat system, and you know, the power crushing, and it's like, just like, let's say that somebody's doing a heat engager or whatever, and then the other guy tries to do a power crush. You know, it's like it's weird because sometimes, depending on how fast it is, like if somebody throws out a heat engager, and the other guy throws out a power crush, depending on how fast either one of them throw it, the other one might beat the other one.
Right.
It's weird. Like most, because a lot of times when I'll make an example. I'd be using Shaheen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be a Raven player. And when the game first came out, Raven was just, oh my gosh,
Nightmare.
he was insane. Yeah, he was a nightmare. You couldn't even touch him. I couldn't even touch him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say he had his heat thing was on, right? So at any time, if he hits that one button, he can do the heat smash or whatever. So he'd be on the opposite side of the screen. I know that he's gonna do the heat rush, or the heat smash. I'm on the other side of the screen. I'll throw out a power crush, assuming that it's gonna cut through it, and I always would get caught with his heat smash against the power crush.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood that, because I I kind of remember in Tekken 7, you only had two things like that. You had the rage art and the rage drive.
Mm-hmm.
Rage arts were normally they take 55% damage if you were able to hit it. Everyone. Rage drives were a move that would give you the advantage on plus even if it got blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like basically the raised drive would be like a 50, it would make it into like a 50-50. Like you either had to guess high or low, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's an
And then
interesting
some
concept.
and some rage drives, you would be able to incorporate them with a combo that you can actually use it into more hits, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever somebody, if we both were on Rage on Tekken 7, right? It's the last round. It's 2-2. Both of you are I wouldn't say in heat. You're in Rage. Because in Tekken 8 you'd be in heat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, in Tekken 8, if you it's gonna take all day.
All right.
You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
well, let's sum it up, man. I wanted to thank Gio for being here with us, the ultimate fighter. Um, is there anything you want to close out with? Any thing about season 3 overall that like how about this? How do you think that mystery character in the winter? Who do you think it should be, and who do you think it's gonna be? Like, what's your
Oh yeah.
opinion on that mystery?
Okay,
Because you
I could
clearly you're disappointed with the choices so far. So
yeah.
let's hear what you got to say about the mystery
I
character.
can give you who I want for them to pick, and I can give you who they will pick.
Really? I'm really interested in this now. Let's have it.
I'm just spitballing here.
I gotta hear this one.
This is just wishful thinking, man.
Okay. Well, we already know who you
I
want, but just say it.
I think that they're gonna bring back Marta.
What makes you say
For
that?
some reason, I think I might have seen a little Easter egg.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, but I seen you know how people make drawings online about the video games,
Mm.
and I seen a drawing that it had Roger Jr.
Mm.
He was doing something annoying, and Marduk was in the background, like looked like he just wanted to kill him. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, I
and,
missed that.
and it looked like Marduk would literally grab Roger Jr. by his ears like a bunny rabbit
Mm-hmm.
and just toss him across the room. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
Roger Jr. was like a little chihuahua, you know, that they try to ankle bite you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Roger Jr. was to Marduk.
Mm.
Marduk destroyed Roger Jr. in every Tekken that he was ever in.
Wow. Okay.
I believe that. I believe they do the right thing
Mm-hmm.
and bring Marduk back. If you're not going to bring back Gigas, I get it. Because I chose Gigas because Marduk wasn't around.
Right.
But as soon as Marduk came back, I'm like, Gigas, hey, I'll practice later with you, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?